Hello, beautiful Love Goddess. Welcome to a recording of Lovegodesss Podcast, where we are learning to step into our unapologetic power to be authentically ourselves and embody our confident dark energy. And today, this is exactly what I'm talking to you about. I am talking to you about accessing your dark feminine energy and how it is different from your wounded dark feminine energy. Where did this conversation even started? The other day, I was scrolling through Instagram, just trying to get some ideas and just a research mode who's out there doing similar things that I'm doing. And it dawned on me that a lot of the things that women admire about me, I couldn't put a word to it for the longest time. I would ask my coworkers, I would ask my women who come to work with me, like, what is it like that I should have like a YouTube show on, or what's my thing? And they couldn't really give me an answer. And for the longest time, I've tried to okay, well, the love goddess, the seduction, right? I've tried this and that, and I still could not 100% find a fit to what it is that I'm doing, because I love my spirituality. This is 70% of my daily full-time work is to tap back into my power of manifestation, into my power of creating thoughts into things. And it dawned on me the other day, after all these years, I've been in coaching for at least 5 now. And it dawned on me that everything that I do is related to giving women ability to access their own dark feminine energy. A lot of women relate to me specifically on, sometimes when I dress a certain way or embody, I have a lot of dark energy within myself that I absolutely love embodying. I love it. I can't be in that energy for the long time because it does take out of me. It is also a low vibrational energy slightly. So then what it is that I am, what it is that I am living day to day. I'm living in a very high vibrational state. At least trying to. Some days are better, some days are not as well. However, most women are actually living in a lower vibrational state that even dark feminine energy, right? For me, I need to lower my vibration to get down to my dark feminine energy. And I love it. I still love it. I enjoy it. I just can't be in that state for a long time, because then things are not gonna come my way and things gonna not happen as I want them to, right? It's a heavy energy to be in for me, because majority of my time I spend up here, right? And that energy is here. However, for most women, they're here. Most women living in their crazy making, down to earth kind of way, and for them to get to access their feminine energy, that's a step up for them here, right? Dark feminine energy, right? For me, I have to come down. For them, it's a step up. And so what's interesting to me is that I've just realized that your dark feminine energy, and we just recorded a whole bunch of podcast episodes on this, is about accessing. It's not an evil place. It's not a bad place. It's slightly low. It's a lower vibrational place from what I used to, but through that dark feminine energy, I'm able to channel my light and get higher into my vibration, right? So through my darkness, I'm able to access the light within myself. And I always said that you are as light to the point, to the same extent that you are dark. it's the exact proportion. If you are only that much light, you are that much dark, right? And it's kind of vanilla. You're like, you don't know what you do, like who you are. You're kind of like in the middle, and you're like, meh, right? Some women have a lot of darkness to them. That means they have that, and maybe that's the only area that they have explored in their lives. That means they have just as much of light potential, right? Some women have that much darkness in them, and maybe they have started exploring their light, and they have that much light potential to them. And it works the opposite way too. Some women, you only see the light because some people just only show you the light. They only show the happy, the fun stuff, and they simply just don't show you the other side. And it's always 50-50. Like, it's always that way, right? So if and it's a potential, right? Not necessarily we are tapping into those energies to realize them on a daily, right? That's your potential. That means that some days you can access that depth of darkness. If you are that light, you can access that depth of darkness. If you are that light, that means you can access that depth of darkness, right? If you're only that light, you only can access that much. Back when I used to take birth control pills that are hormonal, I was not able to, and emotions and feelings is what your shadow work is, right? You processing all the stuff through yourself. You actually have to feel the feelings that are uncomfortable. That's what shadow work is. You feel the feelings. You allow to release them instead of bottling them up, right? And when I was on birth control pills, and I only learned this later in life, I was numbed out. Before I started taking them in my teenage years, I was that high and that low and that high and that low and that high and that low. Then birth control, life was so bland. I was so depressed. I couldn't have good emotions or low emotions. I was just even. And that's not a good place to be. That is such a depressing place to be. I would not recommend that on anyone. Now, if you are able to feel the feelings to the extent that you are able to feel the feelings, that means you can just as well feel the good feelings too, right? I have someone on my team who went through so much shit, an abusive relationship, and the gun to her head, and so much trauma associated with this. And she is this ethereal person that values littlest things in her daily life, littlest things, right? And for average woman, they would be like, what? You pay attention that he opened the door for you in the car? She's so excited talking about it. Anyway, so that's what I mean, right? That's what I mean. You went through so much stuff that your light is so much brighter. That is so much brighter. Back to the subject though, right? And our subject is, dark feminine versus wounded feminine. The subject started when I went on Instagram and I started searching. Oh, wait a second. So let me explore more and research more. Like, what is it out there about dark feminine energy? And the only content that I started seeing was something in that went like that. Show them that you don't care. Keep your head high. The best revenge you can give them is to move on, right? That kind of messaging. I was like, what? That's such a low vibe messaging. It's just such a high school for me. Like, this is high school. and we are women in our 40s and 50s, right? We don't play high school. We don't play high school here, right? And so I just realized, holy cow, there is no one out there who's really talking on this subject to the extent that I want to be talking about it, right? And it is not about that kind of messaging is actually a wounded messaging, right? That kind of messaging implies I'm better than you. That's like a low vibration. It's not low vibration, but it's on a lower spectrum. Your high vibration or high attitude about it would be, let them go and release them for all the pain that they have caused you, because it has given you lessons and you are blessed for the lessons. So that's the high vibe approach, right? Low vibe approach, let them revenge because you moved on. Like, nobody gives a shit. You think too much of yourself. Like, nobody cares. Nobody really cares about you. All these women that come to me and say, I'm afraid to post on social media. And I'm like, girl, nobody gives a shit. Like, everyone cares about themselves, really. That's all. Everyone cares about themselves. Nobody cares about whether your eyeliner not straight, right? Or your lipstick running. Like, they'll point it out to you to be nice, right? But nobody cares. They love to hate because they think that by minimizing you, they are raising themselves, but that's not true, right? So, I definitely want to expand on this subject, on the subject of, hey, you access your dark feminine energy through your light. You access your dark feminine energy much deeper and use it for what it is intended from from a place of the laws of the universe, from the place of high vibrational allowance, right? And when you are in alignment with the laws of the universe, that is when you're able to use that darker, mysterious side to who you are, the mystic side to who you are, to the manifestation of, it's like black hole. You manifest from nothing, right? That's what darkness is, like black hole. There's you look, you don't know what's in it. You don't know. But from nothing came everything, right? And so that blows my mind. And that's what your dark feminine energy is. It's not evil. It may be scary because it's unknown, right? But that's all that is. It's mystical, it's mysterious, it's unknown realm. It's the realm of nothingness from which we create. And that's a beautiful thing, right? And to learn how to access it, we need to truly know who we are and what it is that we want. And that is so, so important. On my next podcast, I will go deeper into why you need to be in your light energy to access your dark energy. And that will be it for tonight. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Ciao.